Okay. Okay. Here we go. Okay. Here we go. Hey, Reggae.
Here we go again. Where will we end up this time?
Surrounded by contraptions hell-bent on murdering us, I expect. Could the hooded man really have taken this path?
We won't know until we've followed it all the way to the end. Come on, let's keep looking.
Yes. Ah.
This won't be easy.
Man, this thing has a ton of HP. This is gonna take a minute. Yeah, JS, I never have to worry about that. I'm down here below ground level. Wait, is that not doing any damage to me? I don't think it was.
Toggle!
Yes, we do.
Too slow. I'm glad you're here. To end this quickly. Not here.
Damn it. One dash is not enough. Oh. Yeah. So it's kind of nice that PFF keeps releasing their rankings of positional groups. It gives me something to make videos on right now, because otherwise I would probably just go like a couple weeks with no videos, which is obviously not good. Yeah, something's got to change. We need to at least make like a Carlos Santana type trade. Something like that. Get a real asset on the offense, man. I'm tired. But I'm kind of back to where I was 3 days ago, you know, ready to throw in the damn towel. It seems like Scott Servais yelling at the team lasted about 2 days, maybe 3, and now they're back to doing the same garbage. Just the offense is a complete corpse, wasting good pitching efforts.
Look out! There's more of them.
They'll fall like the rest.
Yeah, unfortunately, our owner is a gigantic cheapskate, and he won't be willing to fire a coach who's in the middle of a contract, I don't think. I'd love for him to prove me wrong, but I think he's just completely unwilling to spend money. I don't think that does any damage. If it does do damage, it does very little. Like, yesterday the Mariners were getting completely hosed by the garbage home plate umpire, and Scott absolutely should have gotten himself thrown out of that game to scream at him, and he just doesn't do it. He almost never does stuff like that. Like, sometimes you got to get thrown out of a game, man. Like, there was a pitch that was like 18 inches outside that rung up Suarez on a 3-2 count. Like, that was absolutely a time to go out there and just kick his ass. The game was still close. He probably didn't want to get thrown out, but it's not like you've been making good decisions so far this year anyway, so just go out there and get tossed. Fire the team up.
I don't like this.
Alright, what do we got? Is this like a boss? Yes, it is.
Mutual.
Oh, I mistimed that.
I'll be fine now.
Really? I've never had drift issues with my controllers. I must be doing something really right. I don't know.
It's drawing in energy.
Not for long it isn't. With me. Get up. Wake wind. There. It's down.
This is our chance.
Yeah. I've always been pretty careful with my stuff in general, I think.
Toggle. There's a good boy.
Is there? God damn it, how did that dodge not work?
Too slow.
Which is hilarious because of how expensive these controllers are. Like, I bought one from GameStop last year just to have a second one, this purple one, because I wanted a purple one. And I was surprised. It was like, what, 90 bucks?
It's done.
I have no idea what you're talking about, Rye Guy.
And why do they keep attacking us?
They're probably asking themselves the same thing. We're the ones trespassing here. They're just protecting their home.
I feel like in the PS2 days, controllers didn't cost that much.
Jill, look.
I could be wrong, but I don't think they did.
Is that some kind of mural?
It's worth a closer look, whatever it is.
How much more would it cost for them to go that route? Like, if they made, like, a high-end controller that had metal and magnetized rubber and charged, like, I don't know, even 200 bucks compared to 90 for the cheap ones, I think a lot of people would buy the $200 ones, honestly. I know I would. If I believed that I was getting a product that was actually going to last. This actually reminds me, I need to get an SSD stick for my PS5. I need to figure out how to do that. Because my PS5 hard drive is already full. I had to delete 2 games to install this. So I am going to need to get an SSD for my PS5. I need to figure out what the best way to go about that is. I don't care about the price. I just want more space. There's not nearly enough space on the PS5 hard drive. Price doesn't really matter to me.
Right then. Too slow. This time.
Oh yeah, I'm going to get the biggest stick possible, JS, basically. Whatever the biggest stick possible is, I'm going to get that.
Too slow.
God, he just keeps... His combo goes on and on and on. Ooh, yes, extreme.
My wounds, boy. Too slow.
Uh-huh.
Not this time. What the hell was that thing? It wasn't like the others.
It would seem this place holds even more secrets than we thought.
Oh yeah, Moist is one of the biggest guys on the internet, JS. Moist is pretty much an internet ambassador at this point. Because the thing with Moist is that there's really nobody out there that dislikes him. He hasn't done anything that has got him in trouble. He isn't fake. He isn't, he hasn't proven to be hypocritical in any real way. He pretty much never talks about politics. So he doesn't alienate a potential section of his user base. He does research into the things that he talks about. Like, he's not like a PewDiePie or whatever. Somebody who actually did kind of become associated with controversy, despite him really not being that controversial of a person. I mean, maybe he is Rye Guy, but if he is, he never talks about it.
Lights.
Well, that did something.
Yeah, Rye Guy. I mean, clearly he can, JS. He's still extremely popular. Wait, what'd I do? I think people got over that. But yeah, I mean, he kind of got associated with controversial things because of that, despite really not being controversial in any other meaningful way. You're a whore.
What have we here?
Another fallen wonder.
I'm pretty sure Moist had Sargon of Akkad on his podcast one time. If he was like if he was like a particularly political person, I don't think he'd be willing to do that. I think it was Sargon of Akkad.
So, it isn't a dead end after all.
Apparently not.
God, that's so stupid, though.
It all seems to lead to this room.
And look what's in it. How old do you suppose this is? 1,000 years? More?
I don't know. I've never seen anything like it before. Who is that in the middle, do you think? Some sort of god.
A couple times I've almost gotten Snacks to say it on stream.
You're him. The second dominant of fire. Who are you?
Yes, right guy, he is. But I don't think he could. I still don't think it would be good. I don't think people would be okay with it. I mean, anybody can say it if they want to. It's just a matter of if you say it in a public place, are you willing to deal with the potential consequences?
I'm back.
Like, anybody can say anything they want to say.
Joshua! Stop it! Please! Stop!
This ain't Europe.
I did this. I killed him. Joshua chose me to be his shield. He gave me his blessing and asked me to keep him safe. I should have protected him that day. It was my duty.
Clive.
Joshua. I'm sorry. I failed you. Joshua died. I killed him. And I blamed another for what I did. To spare myself the guilt.
What is this, like Memento?
I feared that by accepting it, I would lose what little was left of me. So I ran. From everything. And now? Are you ready to accept the truth? I am. I know it won't be easy, but it's what I must do. So that Joshua's soul can finally rest in peace. Me. I will press on. Come, Ifrit. Show me who you truly are.
That looks like Bahamut to me. That doesn't look like Ifrit. Hey, Austin. Okay. How are we going to do this? Crap, crap. God. That didn't go.
Wins.
Really hard to get out of the bad zone. God damn it. How was that not out of the danger zone? I mean, the odds are pretty good. Nothing. It's just not happening. So, you know, at the end of the day, I'm just kind of watching the games now, trying to find something to get excited about, but not really having a lot of confidence that it's happening. It's really disgusting how many quality starts this team wastes, by the way. I mean, my God.
still you deny it. Even when the truth's staring right at you. Come on, Clive. Face your fears. Not this time.
There we go. The thing is, it wasn't that long ago Marco Gonzalez was our best starting pitcher, when you think about it, right?
escape, eh? It's all right. I'm done running from you. Together, then. It's time to find out who we are, once and for all.
Yeah, sure, I'll accept the damn truth.
Show yourself, Ifrit. The truth of it now. You are not afraid. I am.
Oh god, he got all his HP back. Alright guys, before I finish this big old fight, I am going to take a short break. See you guys in a few minutes. When we get back, we will do another hour or so, I think. Mhm. Mm. Okay, I am back. All right, ain't no thing. Ripperino cappuccino. Although I still kind of feel like I can't trust myself. This is like some unreliable narrator stuff.
Clive, are you all right?
Jill. It's nothing. I'll be fine.
Aren't you gonna kill yourself, dude? You've been trying to kill the dude who killed your brother for 13 years. Now you know he's you. Like, what's the holdup?
No more chasing shadows. The hooded man isn't here. We should go.
Clive, are you sure you're all right? Whatever it is, you can tell me.
I had a hard enough time telling myself.
Yeah, what is up with these umps, man? Screwing us
Awakened as a
every
torment of
which way.
fire, right here in this castle. and I've been running from it ever since. But now I know for certain who I really am. The second icon of fire, who killed my brother and burned this castle to the ground, was me. Ifrit.
Clive.
I took so many lives that night, and destroyed so many more, including yours. And I must atone for the crimes I've committed. But not before I learn the whole truth. How can a second icon of fire even exist? And why was I chosen as its dominant? Who is the hooded man who brought us here? And what does he want? I need to know. And since I'm still breathing, I might as well make myself useful.
We'll find your answers.
Martian Manhunter. Scarecrow
I want
bar.
to learn the truth too. There'll be time enough for atonement when we're done.
I was hoping you'd say that. I don't think I could do this without you. You never were one to hide from the truth, even when we were young. And you haven't changed a bit.
You're wrong. I have changed. But I don't want to be that person anymore. The things she did were unforgivable. And yet,
Gambit.
they're what brought us back together.
Thank you, Jill.
If he is here, then the disturbance I felt at the care must have been confounded. The hour is later than I thought.
Green Arrow doesn't have his own movie.
Tell me, who did this, or I'll see you suffer the same fate.
The man who delivered the coffer said, he said Sid paid him.
I let you run amok with the rest of your rats, and this is how you repay me? Find out where he is. I'll crush him, flay him, rip out his heart, him and all his filthy brood, and send every last one of them to hell. Out. Now!
Yes, my lord.
What a Vision. Like, he's never had his own movie. He's just appeared in other movies. Storm has never had her own movie. Neither has Cyclops.
Victor.
Oh, what is this, a Monty Python skit? Yeah, he's special, David. Take advantage. Jesus
So, what
Christ.
We returned to Eastpool. I promised the mayor I'd talk to him again. About Lady Hannah, amongst other things. Though she may be loath to leave, I can't help thinking she'd be safer with Sid too.
All right. We should arrange an introduction then. Torgal, what is it?
Nothing good, I'll wager. Come on.
I don't think I saw that, no.
What happened here?
Imperials. You'll pay for this.
We've got a live one.
What are you doing here?
Answer me! Remember our orders? No survivors!
Who would order such a thing?
Dude, come on, open the crate. It's right in front of you. The hell is your problem? Is it because there's an enemy around?
Thought you could escape us, did you, Branded? You were born a slave, and you'll die one.
Crap.
Kill all the
ducal dogs!
Ducal dogs.
They were innocent people!
Oh my god.
Wake winds!
That's it, man. That's it, man.
Put them all to the sword! Sarah, order!
Okay, hold on one second here. You know, like, technically they've done a Green Lantern movie, but it was Hal Jordan, right? So the other Green Lanterns, like Jon Stewart, haven't gotten attention. And you could also say the same for the Flash, because they've only done Barry Allen, but they haven't done Wally West.
It's over! All must burn! The bearers and those who sheltered them. By Empress Annabella's command!
Hey, Mask, how you doing?
My mother ordered this. Why? I know. You can wait.
I know. So when does the USFL start? I thought it started the same time as the XFL and would be long over by now.
I'm sorry, Lady Hannah. You deserved so much better. All of these people did.
Oh man, that sucks. She seems nice.
We're too late. Gav. Clive. Acting on the orders of the Duchess, eh? We knew East Pool was harbouring bearers. Thought they were safe enough hidden up here, but someone must have let slip. If they'd have only come to us sooner, none of this would have had to happen. Fuck!
My mother always did despise bearers. The way Father embraced them when the other nations spat on them as slaves. The way an accident of birth gave them a power that others lacked.
But why kill everyone? They meant no harm. They just wanted to be free.
This world judges that a crime punishable by death. Which is why we're going to change it. Gav, we want to help.
Thought you'd got
Oi.
your own stuff to be getting on with.
Got a license for that knife, Gov?
But it can wait.
In that case, we should head back and tell Sid you've had a change of heart. He was always on it yet to join us.
All right.
And we'd best be quick. Last I heard, he was planning another excursion.
What about the villagers?
Aye. Can I leave yous lot to take care of things here?
Of course. We'll make sure they get a proper burial.
Thank you. All of you.
When you're ready, then.
Yeah, Magoo's been good in the USFL, right? Like, he's actually one of the best USFL QBs, I think.
Now, rats, lead me to your nest. Lord Kupka has a message for your leader. If only he knew where to send it.
To Sid Solar, then. We have a lot to discuss.
I heard Otto. Barking at his lot earlier.
Don't mind me. Just taking a quick break.
can set a broken arm, soothe a cough, settle a stomach. But there is no remedy for what happened in Eastpool. My talents are worthless in the face of such cruelty.
We're low on gigantone oil and curial greens. Should I put an order in?
We can keep running, or we can walk through this door.
This place is getting more crowded by the day.
I tell myself the bustle's a blessing. There'll be time enough for quiet contemplation when I'm dead. So, did you find the answers you were looking for?
I still don't know what to make of this gift, curse, or whatever it is I've been given. But there is one thing I can say for certain. I am a dominant, Ifrit. And there is nothing I can do to change that. It is a burden I must bear until my dying day.
Spoken true. Forgiveness and in turn salvation can only begin with acceptance. It's a path we all must walk, no matter how colourful our histories.
Sid, you once told me that you wanted to build a place where people could die on their own terms.
I did.
I've been thinking about that. Why not a place where people can live on their own terms? For 13 years, killing was all I knew. So obsessed with death that I never stopped to consider the lives of those around me. Lives that I see now were scarcely worth living. Be they bearers or beggars, most march blindly to their end, never realizing that they too deserve a choice. And I dare not turn a blind eye to their suffering any longer.
So, atonement then, is it?
Ah, he chickened out. He said he was going to kill himself.
The only one we need.
He's a chicken. I'm being facetious, people.
Expecting you both to pull your weight.
And we will.
Well then, with a sprinkle of fire and ice, this plan of mine might just work.
What trouble are you looking to get yourself into now?
The best kind. We're going to sneak into the Imperial capital and pay a visit to Mother.
And the last of our farmholds in the eastern provinces has succumbed to the blight.
Without their yield, we will be hard-pressed to fill the capital's granaries before winter.
If there is a capital by then, the black creeps closer as we speak.
Oh god, that's racist.
And yet you do naught but ball and bluster.
That's not okay.
Your radiance?
If it is fertile land the Empire requires, we need but look south.
If you mean the crystalline Dominion's holdings, we are bound by mutual accord. Theirs is a neutral state whose borders we are sworn to respect.
Gentlemen, did we swear to see our people starve?
Well, I really do think that...
gates of Oriflamme buckle at the flood of those come seeking refuge from the Blight. If there is not grain enough to feed those within our walls, how, pray tell, will we feed those without? But instead of setting your minds to riddles such as these, you lock horns with an enemy from across the sea, sending our soldiers to the slaughter in their thousands. The Empire bleeds, and you sit here prattling like crones in a tea house. And you fancy yourselves leaders of men. Sanbreque is naught without her citizens. We are but their servants. If their land is being wrested away, it is our duty to claim new lands for them.
Your Radiance! You cannot mean a war of conquest.
That is exactly what I mean. It is time we expanded our dominion. This is the will of great Grieger.
There will be uproar. Then we must find a way to distract the citizenry. But how much will that cost?
And what of our legions? Shall we raise the Furs?
Well, someone will have to contend with the Dalmex.
I will not keep you. You all have much to do. Where is my son?
The Lord Prince is currently garrisoned at the Strait of Author. If it please you, I can send word requesting his immediate return to the Holy Capital.
That won't be necessary. Tell him instead to see to his wounds. Bahamut's strength will be needed again soon.
As you command.
Bahamut. Bahamut.
I must have misheard. You mean to tell me that the Mother Crystals are the reason the world is dying? Are you mad?
I have been called that on occasion, but no, not today. We've all seen it firsthand. Empty wastes where once were green meadows. Land drained so dry of its ether, not even the rats remained. But where was it all going? I spent years searching for an answer, until I saw it standing right in front of me. There, in the self-same crystals we look to for their so-called blessing. All right, listen. Take this crystal. How does it allow us to conjure magics? Answer, by drawing ambient ether from the air. And where do these crystals come from?
That's easy. They're mined from the Mother Crystals.
They're one and the same. Although admittedly this here fits more easily in the pocket.
But the Mother Crystals are massive. Some as large as mountains.
So you see the problem. Imagine just how much ether can be drawn by something that size. As to where it's all going, mind, well, I can't know everything, can I?
We are taught that the Mother Crystals are divine. Their ether a gift from the heavens. For centuries, nations have fought and fallen for want of that gift. If what you say is true, how did no one else see it?
Who says they didn't? Maybe the truth was inconvenient.
Inconvenient to whom, exactly?
The higher-ups? The gods themselves?
Your mother.
So now you want to do something about the crystals? And what? We're not helping bearers and dominants anymore.
I didn't say that. I made a promise and I intend to keep it. But if we continue down this path, there's only one fate that awaits the realm. And we can't very well set our people free if they're all lying dead in a blighted ditch. Not if we want to create a place where they can live on their own terms anyway. Sort of defeats the purpose. So, if we have to bring the old world crashing down in order to build us a new one, what say you? Are you with me?
Sure.
I suppose it's about time I repaid your faith.
You could have just said aye. But it's nice to have you aboard all the same.
But does this mean I can't use my magic anymore?
What have I got myself into? I'm going to need more than a few potions for this.
Clive, was it?
He's never listening. Where are you, Randall?
Is everything all right?
Forgive me, young man. I was in a world of my own. I'm worried about my friend, you see. He left some time ago and hasn't returned. And you know what it's like out there for a bearer on his own.
Why leave the safety of the hideaway?
For coin. Sad though it is, our need outweighs the risk. The hideaway can't survive on goodwill alone. And though Karen does what she can, her coffers aren't bottomless. Wait, you were a soldier, were you not? In the Imperial Army?
I was.
Then I ask a favour of you. I'm too old to be traipsing hither and yon. Will you go and find him for me?
I'll do what I can.
Oh, thank you.
What can you tell me about your friend?
His name is Randall, and I suspect you'll find him in Lost Wing. He's been working for Quinton, the tavern keeper. He'll know something, I'm sure.
I'll speak to him.
Safe travels, my friend. And thank you again.
So what God's forsaken corner of the realm is Sid dragging you off to this time?
Oriflamme.
The Holy Capital. And what business would you lot have in... On second thoughts, I don't want to know.
Okay, I think I am good here. That actually would be kind of nice.
You're rubbing me blind, you know.
Shut up,
I'll
woman.
find a better price than that. And be thankful you got that much.
I don't know where I got all this good equipment from, but I don't need any of this anymore, I don't think.
Speaking of Oriflamme, I hear the trading routes leading south have seen more than double the usual traffic. If you ask me, somewhat foul's brewing. And it ain't as borbile tea. Just go and see Otto, will you?
You know, I do kind of like the fact that they decided to not make a real open world game, because all games these days tend to be open world, and they're deciding to do something a little more straightforward. But it does create this really kind of awkward dynamic with the side quests, I think.
I see I'm busy here. What do you want? Should last you a good while.
Ooh. Okay. I'm well equipped. I don't know, Scarecrow Bar. Maybe.
Anything else?
Wanted to send a message.
What happened? Is everything all right?
My research can continue apace, and when my fertilizer is complete, the furrows will need expanding. Bahamil will not.
It's all gone. You've lost a letter. Nothing too important, I hope.
Not just a letter. I lost everything. There's a hole in my damn pack, and fool that I am, I didn't bloody notice.
It can't be that bad, surely.
How could it be any worse? I'm a courier. I carry things. If I can't do my job right, then what am I good for? Nothing, that's what. I buggered it right up. That means no herbs for the infirmary.
Yeah,
no
you
fresh
should
meat
kind of
for our
be
cooking
executed,
pots.
dude.
Worst of all, that letter I lost, it was for Sid. A letter
Yeah,
he's
dude,
been
you messed
writing
up
for
bad. Like,
days.
how stupid are you?
Maybe if you retrace your steps.
I'd scour Storm from coast to coast if I could, but there are curse breakers in the field, counting on my arrival. No, I'll just have to own up to Otto and Sid. They're gonna skin me alive.
Fine. Tell me where to look.
Are you serious? Thank you.
It sounds like the hideaway could use those supplies. So, where should I start?
Gotan's bales, perhaps? I took a tumble in the bushes when I was passing through. There's a chance my pack might have caught on something. If you can find everything I dropped, you'll be doing us all a favor. And if you can find Sid's letter, you'll be saving my life.
If it's there, I'll find it.
Wonderful. Now, I have to run if I'm to make my next delivery in time. I trust you can find your way to Gotan's bales. Oh, and hurry, will you? Sid doesn't like to be kept waiting.
I'm sure he doesn't. The letter won't last very long out in the elements. I should make for Sambrek as soon as I can.
heard Otto barking at his lot earlier.
Take a seat, Clive. I'll fetch you a bowl of
So many uses. Good day. Or is it night? It can be hard to tell sometimes from where I sit. I have a few new notes that might interest you. Now this, I believe you will find most interesting.
Yeah, I guess so, Scarecrow Bar, but it's not something that directly affects me.
If you have a question for me, I should be happy to answer it.
Alright, let's knock these side quests out.
That'll be enough for today.
But how did the grocer know his...
What can I interest you in today? Keep fighting the good fight.
Sun's setting fast.
Ah, if it isn't Sid's young protege. To what do I owe the pleasure?
I'm looking for a bearer called Randall. I hear he's been coming to you for work. He was expected back at the hideaway some time ago. A friend of his asked me to check on him.
Randall, you say? The porter? Yes, I know him. And I can't say I'm surprised if he has been delayed. I gave him enough to do. Though, thinking about it, he should probably have been back by now.
I'll go and look for him. Where was he headed?
He was to meet an associate of mine to the south of here, on Lorbert's Pass. I do hope nothing's happened to him. Be sure to let me know, Clive.
Can I have another cup, Teddy?
There'll be none left for me.
What'll we do for supper?
from a couple of the bearers what you did to them royalists over at the care. Glad you're on our side.
Mask, I haven't been watching the USFL this year. Is Sternberger a receiver?
I heard from a couple of the bearers what you did to them royalists over at the care. Glad you're on our side.
Tight end? Okay. And I don't remember Sternberger. The shitty tight end I remember us having was Dominic Bird. There's the one guy who had like 6 penalties in one preseason game. Remember that guy? That guy was riot.
You all right?
Wood Anderson, yeah.
Thank the gods. You're one of us. We were attacked. Beastmen on the road. Randall knew he didn't play the hero, but reckless sod insisted on drawing him off.
Where did this happen?
Further down the road. In the clearing. Please. You have to see that he's safe.
I'll do what I can. You go back to Lost Wing and tell Quentin what happened. Goblins. Why am I not surprised?
Jace Sternberger. Maybe I kind of remember that name. Very nice. No problemo. Wait, where's Randall's body? Alright.
Sorry, Randall. Looks like I was too late. He doesn't deserve to rot by the roadside. I'll speak to Quentin.
Wait, wasn't there something here I could grab? So there was a box. Great. No? No. Alright guys, I'm going to take a short break. I'll be back in a few minutes, and we should continue on for about another hour. Okay, I'm back. I don't know how long I'll be back for, but I'm back for the moment. Next year's draft is really good for tight ends. Like Brock Bowers is going to be a Kyle Pitts level prospect.
But how did the grocer know his daughter?
Ah, there you are. My man told me what happened. And? I can't help but notice you're alone. Damn it. I feared as much.
He's not far from the south gate. I trust you'll do right by him.
Of course. I'll send someone right away. I knew he was brave, though I didn't know he was reckless. Poor fool.
Had you known him long?
A while. I liked the fact that he didn't shy away from dangerous work, and he liked what I paid.
Because it helped keep the hideaway afloat.
I'll tell Sid what happened here. I expect he'll be none too pleased to learn of Randall's fate. And I suppose you're none too happy either. For your trouble.
But yeah, when I agree with JS's overall point, though. It's like you watch Kelsey play for the Chiefs, and it's like there's really just nothing you can do. Like, how are you going to stop that guy? It's basically impossible. Especially with how good he is at finding the holes in zone.
Don't tell me. Turnips for supper.
I'll have you know, manning the village entry is no small task. There's plenty of unsavoury sorts in these parts looking to get their thieving claws into what's ours.
The courier said his pack might have split while he was passing through the bales. I better keep my eyes open. Good. Looks like I'm in the right area. of the lost supplies. I doubt he could have fit much more in his pack. Still no sign of Sid's letter, though. We've come this far. Might as well ask around.
Did I do that?
A little overdressed to be picking grapes, aren't you? Are you here for Master Quentin?
I'm looking for a letter someone dropped nearby. And I suppose you've seen it.
Can't say I have, sorry.
Well, if you do...
Wait, I did pass a dog with something in its mouth a little while back. Could have been a piece of paper. No idea if it was your letter, but you never know.
Which way did it go?
Towards Lost Wing? Seemed well looked after to me. Dare say someone there's been feeding it.
To the village, then. Thank you.
Back, are ya? Did Master Quentin summon you? The shad's all salted and smoked.
A whole day on the line and they're still not right.
It seems we have our culprit. Sorry, boy.
Dude, that dog does not look well taken care of. That dog actually looks...
He's waited long enough already.
Yeah, that dog looks
Hopefully this will keep
downright feral. I don't know what you're talking about, Scarecrow.
I heard Otto barking at his lot earlier.
Wanted to send a message.
Maybe I should just own up. There you are. I just got back to the hideaway and thankfully Otto hasn't seen me yet. I don't suppose you,
Found the things you dropped. I did.
I was so sure they'd be gone. And the letter?
Only a little worse for wear.
No more skulking about in the shadows for me then. But all thanks to you. Losing those supplies was one thing, but if Sid had found out about that letter...
Is it about Cursebreaker business?
If only. It's from his daughter. She's off studying in Canver, and her letters are all that keep Sid sane while she's away.
You never mentioned a daughter.
Oh, she's in art school.
He's a busy man. And thanks to you, he won't be wasting his time smiting careless couriers with levin boats. So I'd say you did us both a service. Here. For your
He spent $250,000 to send her to art school so she can get fucked by 10 to 20 guys. 10 on the low end.
Sweet as honey once he gets his hands on this.
The Fetty was probably a reach. I think more than anything, we just played him out of position. He's a guard.
a seat, Clive. I'll fetch you a bowl of brown.
So you're really going through with it? Sid's been talking about bringing down a Mother Crystal since I've known him. But that's all it's ever been. Talk.
He's convinced it's the right thing to do. We'll be leaving for the capital shortly.
Well, you couldn't have picked a better moment. Seems the iron in the royalists...
Honestly, I think Tom Cable was the real problem all throughout that.
His legions are on the march again. This time, due south.
Another war.
All as the great Grieger wills it. Bloodthirsty little miss, that one. That's God's for you, innit? Still, might work to our advantage on this occasion. Wars breed chaos. On the front lines, and at home. With a fair wind behind them, a handful of like-minded ne'er-do-wells could melt into the back alleys of Oriflamme. No trouble. It's making it to the capital that's the problem.
The checkpoint.
That's right. Anyone travelling in or out of Oriflamme has to go through Northreach. Lucky for you, I might just know of a way.
This?
Well, no, not that. That gets you an audience with the Dame. And it's the Dame who'll see you safely through Northreach. I'll send the Stolas in the morning. Let her know you're coming. We go way back. And she's a true friend of the cause. I'm sure you'll get on like a house on fire.
That's good of you, but... who is this Dame, and where will I find her?
She's the proud proprietress of Northreach's foremost house of ill repute, the Vale. And she's quite a woman, if you know what I mean.
A woman? Right.
Don't go blinding her with your charm now, lad. I'll be expecting a full report when you get back.
Yeah, it should be a good tight end crop. I'm pretty excited for it.
I suppose that's everything. Now to find Gav.
The Dame goes by many titles.
Yeah. Some people think the Niners might make an offer to him because they're in such a bad QB situation, but I honestly don't think Brady at this point would be better than Sam Darnold. Not really, anyway.
Could I? That depends. What do you need?
Some new bearers from Oriflamme just arrived, and it cost Master Quinton a pretty penny to convince their owner to part with them. Man must have been a bloody tyrant. Can't get a peep out of them, try as I might.
They're probably terrified of you.
You're probably right. Dare say it'd take a bearer like yourself to open them up. So, will you have a word with them? Help them settle in?
I can try.
That'll do me. Tell them they're safe, and that if they need anything, they just have to ask.
I'll let them know.
Appreciate it. They're sitting over there, taking a long overdue breather, looks like.
I like how they're literally sitting right there, like they could definitely hear everything we're saying. Oh, that would never happen, Scarecrow Bar. He would either demand a release or retire before that happens, I think. What would be interesting, what if Denver played a game of chicken with him? What if they benched him and were like, okay, either you just sit on our bench for the next couple of years or you waive your guarantees and then we cut you? That would be interesting. Do you care more about your money or playing football? That would be interesting if Wilson doesn't play well this year and they try to do something like that.
You're safe here. They don't punish people like us for speaking our minds.
Truly. I'm hungry. My sister too, we're starving.
Wait here. I'll fetch you something from the tavern.
Thank you.
I won't be long. You stay here and rest.
But how did the grocer know his dog was stealing up?
So it took a tilt between the Wardens of Light and Dark to finally drive the Royalists from our shores. Pity it came at such a price. They say the fields of Belenus were black a full fortnight with all the ravens.
Can I have another cocktail?
I'll have 2 plates of whatever you're serving.
Sorry. We've enough mouths of our own to feed without tending to the wants of outsiders.
It's not for me. It's for some new arrivals.
Oh, my apologies. I didn't see the mark. So you're a comrade. Well, in that case, you may have whatever you require. Take all the bread and wine you want.
That's really all it takes. One look at the innkeeper's mark.
Of course.
Yeah, I don't know, Scarecrow.
I do as Master Quinton commands, as do we all. And Master Quinton commands that none of his favoured guests be left wanting. Well, don't keep our new comrades waiting. Take what you need and see that they eat their fill.
Bread and wine. Hopefully this.
What do you mean all the pieces in place? Like, the pieces in Denver are decent. But their receivers, I don't even think their receivers are top 10. Their offensive line isn't top 10. Their running backs, unless they get Cook, are not top 10. Like, it's a slightly above average supporting cast.
Yeah. Bread and wine from the tavern.
Oh, don't get them drunk.
May we? Truly? Such plenty. Never in all my days.
Brother, this place is like a dream. We sat and no one shouted. We ate and more was offered.
I know. I can't believe it.
Oh, that's kind of sweet.
And the next time you're hungry, you need only ask to be fed.
Thank you for everything. Thank you.
It was also, I heard a quote from Melvin Gordon the other day bitching about how unfair it is as a running back in the NFL right now. Like, you can't get paid, you can't get a contract. I hope he's not talking about himself, right? Like, in general, yeah, he's got a point, but the reason why he can't get a contract is because he's bad at football.
Master Quinton will never forgive me if I don't save that. I want no trouble. Wait, that's... Oh, glory to Grieger. You were the hanged man. I took you for a rogue. If you're a friend of Master Quinton's, then perhaps you'll help me. His vineyard, Lost Wing's pride and joy, has been beset by a plague of giant wasps.
And you need someone to solve your pest problem.
I do indeed. I've never seen 'em so far from the forest, nor so mean, for that matter. I suppose the smell's got 'em worked up. And little wonder. This'll be the finest crop we've ever known if the fiends don't eat it first. I tried chasing 'em off myself, but they won't flee from the likes of me. And if I don't bring those grapes in for pressing soon, Master Quinton will have my guts for garters. You look like you can handle that blade of yours. Will you put it to use
Melvin
for
Gordon's
a bit of
career earnings are a little less than 34 million.
be about my business?
Given the fact that he was never like a hyper elite running back, that's probably pretty fair.
All right. I'll see to it.
Oh, thank you. You'll find 'em over at Gotan's Bales on the edge of town. And hurry, Lostwing needs those grapes.
Yeah, Scarecrow Bar, you know Bobby's on the Seahawks now, right? So it really wouldn't matter who we play. That would be the case. Right, okay. But yeah. I mean, look, we released Bobby. Bobby was under contract and wanted to stay, and we released him. That's very different than Wilson, who asked to be traded and then asked for everybody except for him to get fired so they could hire the guy that he wanted, and then he got traded after nixing our initial attempt to trade him because he didn't like it for some reason. So that's completely different.
It's over. Stay down.
Looks like that was the last of them. I'd better let Quinton.
But how did the grocer know his daughter had been stealing?
Those wasps won't be interfering with your harvest anymore.
Oh, thank you. Master Quinton would have had my head if I'd lost the crop. I'd say you've earned a reward. Our Gotan Rouge fetches a handsome price among the rich and powerful of the realm. We use that money to keep our comrades fed and imperial wolves from our door. The vineyards were Master Quinton's idea. He wanted to give bearers a place to work, a place where they'd be safe.
Well, he certainly seems to have done that here. I'm glad I could help.
I'll see that he hears of your kindness.
Alright, give me a lot of wine.
Right for drinking. There'll be a glass or two raised in your honor.
Give me lots of alcohol so I can forget the pain of killing my brother by accident.
Thanks again. Finally I can harvest those grapes. And with the weather we've had, this year's will be a magnificent vintage for sure.
Bet you'd like to see what's behind that door, wouldn't you? Well, not on my watch.
Martha! Let's grind out these side quests.
The tavern. It's done for. I've seen your face before. You're a friend of Martha's. Help us, I beg you.
Help you with what?
Bandits in the Golden Stables. They're waving their swords around. I think they're gonna kill someone. When I saw what was happening, I slipped out the back. I should have stayed, but... Oh, please help them.
All right. I'll see to your problem.
Thank you.
How many were there?
I was out of the door too fast to count. They looked a nasty bunch, though. Be careful in there, all right?
Ha! Golden Stables my ass. All Martha's hiding back here is coppers. Oh, that's a fine sword, friend. Heavy though, I expect. What say we relieve you of it? Get him, lads. I want that blade. It's over.
I'll be keeping my blade, thank you.
There he is, the hero of the Golden Stables.
People will think twice about pushing us around again, thanks to you. We're lucky you were nearby. Cowards wouldn't have dared set foot in the place if I'd been here, of course.
But you weren't. I thought you told me you had someone watching the place.
The Blood Axes keep an eye on the tavern, yeah. When they're not busy keeping the peace, that is. I've spread them as thin as they'll go.
Dota, thank you for the sub. Appreciate it.
But that don't mean they care to keep us safe.
So far, the game is great. I think I'm like... Let me count.
I see. Then you do Rosaria a great service.
I'm like 10, 11 hours in.
You're a useful man to have around. Here.
10, 11 hours in. I like the combat a lot.
And there'll be a mug of something tasty waiting for you whenever you next stop by.
Right.
Yeah, the 10, 11 hours, of course, counts the 2-hour demo. Because the 2-hour demo is the intro to the game.
Arm you with a mop.
But it's great. The only thing I don't like is that the side quests are really, like, neutered. But the combat's great. The character design's great. The world is great. The atmosphere is really good. Any game have good side quests? I think pretty much any game by like Witcher. Witcher 3 has good side quests, right? Once Cyberpunk started working right, it had good side quests. The side quests are just like, go do this. Like, go deliver this to this character, listen to them talk for 2 minutes, and then come back and collect a reward. Which is how it is for a lot of games, I know. But, like... Okay. Let me see if I can find that box that I couldn't open earlier. I can't remember where it is. Shit, I can't tell. I don't know. Level 15, though, this is... Yeah, this is not even really... Let's do this. Yeah, I'm having a really good time with it so far. It is relatively linear. Like, it kind of pretends to be open world, but it's really not. It's definitely borrowing the structure of a game like Final Fantasy X, 13, or the Final Fantasy VII Remake, more than something like 7 or 8 or 9, in that it's kind of open world, but really you're supposed to keep moving along the defined path. But, like, every game now is open world, so it's not a bad thing, I think, to get a game that just moves you along the story.
Fine day for a little mischief, wouldn't you say?
Is this all of us?
Actually, Gav won't be coming.
Just the three of us, then?
Drake said he's the keystone of the Empire. Oriflamme's in chaos, yes, but that doesn't mean we can march an army through her gates. The fewer our numbers, the better our chances of going unnoticed. And should that plan fail, well, we have our icons.
Like, it's not really linear, but it's nothing like Red Dead, you know? It's not like Grand Theft Auto.
If Reed seems to come and go as he pleases.
Ordinarily, priming an icon comes naturally to a dominance.
Yeah. That's actually a decent comp. I think this game is kind of like what 15 should have been. Like, 15 did kind of a not very good open world, and then it had Kingdom Hearts combat. This is like what it should have done.
Let's try not to find out.
We're less likely to be spotted if we travel separately. I'll meet you in Northridge in a few days. You two behave now.
Like, in the Final Fantasy VII Remake, there was, like, maybe 2 sections in the whole game where you actually had a little bit of exploration. Everything else was like super, like stay on the path. Oh, back to Lost Wing. Okay.
So,
But that is gonna do it for me for now. I gotta go eat dinner.
find Sid and Jill before this dame finds me.
I will be back probably later tonight. I don't know exactly when, but I will be back later tonight, and we will do more of this in all likelihood. Snacks might join us, but we'll see. See you guys later.